What's up?
What the?
Welcome to day 4 of VEDN.
What are you talking about? I wanted to play freaking Batman.
I just thought it might be more fun to show something like this.
This isn't better. This is like 100 times worse.
Shut up or I'm gonna make you play Barbie's Horse Adventure. Hey guys, it's Mike and welcome to day 4. And yeah, it's Friday. Yeah, Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying. Yeah! So, yeah. Today is not going to be a very serious, very downish vlog. I know that has kind of been the theme for the last few vlogs, and I'm sorry. The reason that is because I'm going to talk about video games. And who doesn't like video games? When I was really little, I mean like really little, I used to always want a game console, and all I knew them as were video games. And generally when my parents heard this, they just bought me computer games, and nothing wrong with that, but I was like, I want to play on the TV, and I was so little at the time, I didn't know how to convey that to them. But eventually my cousin realized this and gave me his old Sega Genesis for my birthday, I think. That was how it started. And then after that, I got a PlayStation. You know, went from getting a PlayStation, then I got an N64, then I got a PlayStation 2, then GameCube, then Xbox 360, and that's all I have now. And well no, that's not all I have now. I have a 360, an original Xbox, and a PlayStation 2 in terms of video game consoles that you play on your TV. If you're gonna get technical with me, I also have a Nintendo DS Lite, Game Boy Advance SP, maybe an original Game Boy somewhere, and is there anything else? No, I think that's about it. I guess the first game I was really into was Star Wars Rogue Squadron for the N64. That was all I would play when I got my N64. That's probably the reason I got an N64 actually. And other than that, yeah, I don't know, I really like video games in general, just because there's just something fun about you controlling the story, or you going through the story at your own pace, or in your own way. And I'm not talking about just RPGs, but just, I mean, even something like Call of Duty, which is essentially you run and shoot. I like how you are in the story as opposed to a movie where you see what you want the director to see or whatever. So I've always really been into video games purely because of story. Video games, tons of fun. So let's move on from this, and I'm going to talk about some of my favorite games. First we have a PlayStation game called Legend of, there it is, getting focused there. Legend of Dragoon, which is one of the first games I really enjoyed for the PlayStation. It's an RPG. It was like Sony's attempt at, like a Final Fantasy game, and I really liked it. I loved the combat system because it wasn't just pick this enemy and then your character just goes. I mean, you have to time certain attacks, but it was also kind of like the typical JRPG thing. It was a great game. And we got Pokemon, and this is for Pokemon in general, but yeah, Pokemon Soul Silver. I love the Pokemon games. Pokemon was one of the games that really got me into gaming. Probably my favorite version is... It's a tough one. You know what, I'm going to say Leaf Green, because I love the remake of it, and yeah, Leaf Green was awesome. Next we have Soul Calibur 2 for the GameCube, and this was great just because Soul Calibur 2 was one of those games where I never intended on buying it except for the fact that I won a tournament in it. I used to go to a game store called Game Crazy, and I was really good with the manager. I mean, as young as I was, that manager and I were really close, and he gave me a demo disc for Soul Calibur 2 and said, we have a tournament in about a week, you should totally play. Here's a demo disc and go practice. So I'm like, okay. I practiced a lot for that tournament and I ended up winning. And funny story was, one of the rounds, the guy wasn't intentionally cheating, he didn't realize he did this, but he set it so that way I would do less damage to him. I still kicked his ass, which was pretty funny. And then also the final round was down to like best whoever won the first 5 rounds, and he won 4, then I won 4, and then we got down to literally just like you couldn't see your health bar anymore. That's how close it was, and I was able to win! Modern Warfare 2, or really the Modern Warfare Call of Duty series, it's not my favorite of all time, obviously, but something about it, and I know people hate it for some people hate it, some people love it. I'm just gonna say I like it, it's fun, and I always look forward to the games that come out. The Rock Band series, just because I'm really into music in general, and I love just pretending you're like this big rock star or whatever. I do play real guitar before anyone even says anything, so it's just fun. Portal 2, just because Portal 1 was a fun game, but there was something about Portal 2 which I just could not stop playing, and I still need to 100% this game. It's just one of those things where you didn't expect it to be as good as it was. Final Fantasy X was my first game for the PlayStation 2. This game was so much fun. It took me forever to beat, but I finally did, and I know a lot of people hate this game, at least from people I've talked to. I don't care though. This game was awesome. I loved all the characters. I loved the system. I loved like the leveling up system. I loved everything about this game. Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes for the GameCube, and really, I like Metal Gear Solid 2 more, but Metal Gear Solid is such a great series, and I used to play that game over and over and over and over again. Star Wars: The Old Republic, the Old Republic Commando. What am I thinking? Republic Commando. This was great. I've beaten this game a few times just because it's so much fun. I like the squad system. I love the characters. Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. This is what I'm talking about. This was really fun. I love the story in this game, and I used to play that game. I beat it a few times just because, and I think it was usually on the light side just because I'm a goody-good, but yes, fun game. Pick it up. It's still on the PC, and I think you can get it on the Mac now, so check it out. Mass Effect 2. I'm going to say this. I did not like Mass Effect 1. I mean, it was playable to get through the game 1 or 2 times, but it was just like, it just didn't do much for me. So when Mass Effect 2 came out, I really wasn't expecting much. And then I played the demo, and I was like, okay, gotta get it. So now I'm doing my insane run-through, and I gotta finish that before Mass Effect 3 comes out. Next game is the Halo series, and I'm gonna show Halo 2 just because this is really the game that got me into the social aspect of gaming. Most of the friends I have today are from Halo 2, just playing with them online and such, and the campaigns are always fun. I love the story and the universe. I love the multiplayer. It's just all around. It's a fun game. This, I can tell you though, is my favorite game of all time, and that is Kingdom Hearts. I remember playing this game because I saw the trailer and I was like, this looks only just as interesting enough to rent it. And I rented it for like a month via Blockbuster, and then I finally got it. But I played this game over and over again too. It was so great. Those are some of my favorite video games. What are some of your favorite video games? I'm really curious as to know. So leave me an answer in the comment section below. And I think that will do it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and explosion!
Game over.